Hello all. So I got this 2006 Kia Spectra and it's low on refrigerant, so the AC is not working. So I thought I'd do a video to show you how you could refill it if yours has got a leak like mine, a slow leak, and you need to refill it. And you're going to need two things. You're going to need some R34A refrigerant, and I'm going to be using stop leak since I've had this problem last year, and you might want to try this too. It's up to you. They got just the regular R34A, and then they got this stop leak stuff. I'll put the links in the description for what I'm using here. And you're going to need a little hose that goes to refill it. And where it refills at is if you look right here, walk straight up to the car, right here on the left, down inside of here. And hopefully you can see this. Okay, right here on this low pressure line. There'll be two lines. There'll be a little skinny line that's a high pressure line, and a fat line that's low pressure. We want this fat low pressure line right here. It's got a cap on it. Go ahead and screw that off, and it's right there. And the way these work is, it's got a piercing valve inside of there, this right here, that turns on once you screw this on. And then you screw, go ahead and screw this on. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this on here. Get it on there tight, and then this right here screws in. It's going to pierce it. You go all the way in, and then it'll shut off because it's plugging the hole. But once we let up now, some will come out, and then you can shut it back off. It'll save it. As you put the fluid in, you're going to want to shake the can. But before we start to put the fluid in, we need it to be running. Okay, so before we put the refrigerant in, we need to start the car. We need to put the AC on. Make sure it's on high. And it's on high cooling. You know, we're going to want to let it run for a few minutes. And then I'm going to put some in slowly. See, right now it's not blowing any cold air out of these vents. So I'm going to put some in slowly and then check the air as I do it. And once the air starts to cool, then I'll know I'm pretty close to where it should be. So I'm going to go outside and add a little Freon now. So I need to put this down inside of here, right there. And it's pretty simple to do because this just pops up like that. And I don't know if I could do it with one hand. Okay, so I got it on there. And it shouldn't pull back off. You should be able to pull on it. That little locking mechanism will lock it into place. So I'm going to bring it back up. And now I'm just going to let in just a little bit. So I'm going to twist this open. And as I'm opening that up, it's going in right now. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to check the air in my vents. And oh yeah, I can start to feel it coming out colder. And one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to overfill it because it can stop it from working. Of course, you could always let some out, but you don't want to overfill it. So once it starts to blow out, yeah, it's blowing pretty cold there. So I'm going to go and turn mine off. And you can always come back and add more, so don't overfill it. I'm going to shut this off here. Okay, and then all I got to do is pop this back off inside of there and then run around, test it out, and be sure that's where I want it. Like I said, once you close this off, you can save this bottle and you can always use it again. So don't overfill it and shake it up a little bit if you're putting more in. Like I said, I'll put all the links in the description. But that's basically it and how you refill the refrigerant on 2006 Kia Spectra.